Well, you're finally making it. You are now at the final segment of this course. One thing I did, I kind of goofed. I actually forgot about light painting when I in the field. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the information about basic light painting to the end of the course. But right now, I'm just going to quickly go through raw or camera raw or raw versus JPEG. And if you really spend any time shooting with a camera or digital camera, you should be shooting in raw. And raw is essentially a minimally processed image captured by the camera sensor. The idea is that it's minimally processed to maximize the camera sensor's capabilities of gathering information. So it's spend more time gathering all the information needed as opposed to processing the image with color, the colors, contrast, and things like that. So it's basically a flat image. And it's designed that way to maximize the sensor's information gathering capabilities. And in astrophotography, you can't do it when you're shooting JPEG. You have to shoot RAW. There is an easy, short, simple Wikipedia article that you can look up. Wikipedia obviously is not the best resource for information, but it works to understand get a basic concept of RAW, what a RAW file is. Each RAW file is specific to the camera. There is a somewhat considered a universal RAW file that's for Adobe based products, and it's called DNG, which means digital negative, and that's essentially what a RAW file is, or a RAW image is. It's a digital negative that needs to be processed. Just like back in the film era, you had film that needed to be processed, and that's the idea behind a digital RAW file. Pretty much every camera shoots, or digital SLR is capable of shooting JPEG or RAW, or actually one third option is a JPEG and RAW simultaneously. I would normally just stick with RAW. I mean, you can shoot RAW plus JPEG. What that does is just if you have a large number of photos and you need to catalog it manually, you can go through and quick, easy preview of the RAW file so you know exactly which is which each image is which. But personally, and what I recommend on doing though is a much more simpler method, and in reality takes up much less space on your memory card and on your computer hard drive. What I do is I transfer directly from my camera by using Lightroom. I import straight from my camera with Lightroom onto my hard drive, and it automatically adds to the Lightroom catalog because Lightroom uses a cataloging system, and that's ultimately really the best way of doing it.